Well, we have had an absolutely wild couple weeks of sports.
Yeah.
And what's going on right now is bananas all over the place. We got a lot of NFL to talk about. We got the World Series to talk about. But I want to talk about the NBA starting off right off the bat.
Why would you want to talk about the NBA, Randy?
Because it is in everything. All my life, I have heard this forever. The NBA is rigged. I hear it all the time.
No.
The NBA is rigged.
Didn't we talk
rigged.
about the fact that
I had a Lakers
the draft was rigged not too long ago?
Everything, yes, everything is rigged. We don't trust anything. We don't trust anything. You know, elections and all these things that are going on. And here we are.
Crazy.
Here we are. And when you give life to it, it doesn't help the situation. And so you hear FBI involved. Yeah. You hear like the top 4 or 5 mobs in the U.S. are involved. It's all over the place. You've got Hall of Famer Chauncey Billups is mentioned. All of what we're going to talk about, they're alleged right now. So people need to have their day in court. But this is bananas. So I don't really know all the ins and outs. In general, though, before I start going into some specifics of what I've at least heard, what do you think about this? Are you surprised at all?
No. I mean, this is the thing. You know, I got this saying, and gosh, I hope people don't cancel me for this, but I got this saying where it's like, you don't get high up in politics without being dirty in some way, shape, or form.
Sure.
Right? No matter what side you are, blue or red. You've taken some handouts. You might have not personally signed off on some terrible things.
Yeah.
But your secretary did. Okay. Anyways, if you ever want to know my political view, that's where it's at.
All right. Yeah. The auto pen.
Now, I say the same thing with sports. Okay. Yeah. I'm not saying that every sports player is cheating.
No.
But
where there's money, there's problems. And when there's gambling, there be problems.
I mean, to be fair in some way, shape, or form, and I don't want to say to be fair as if this is all right, but to being fair in some way, shape, or form, the NBA is to blame for this. Mm-hmm. And sports in general is kind of to blame for this. They are so about encouraging betting these days.
Yeah.
You know, for a long time, it was like that was the behind the scenes thing. You know, like you had to go to the casino.
Yeah.
And usually people didn't gamble on sports unless they were like full on, like they were addicts. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And now it's more of a casual thing because you can gamble on sports from your phone. Like if you live in the right states, like we live in Washington, so we can't.
Right.
But if you live in Oregon, which is the next state over, so technically if we drove over to Oregon, we could log into a sports gambling thing on our phone and bet.
Yeah.
Right? So for those guys over in Oregon, they can just be on their phone and be like, "Ooh, money line for a touchdown tonight? Yeah, let's do it." Right?
Yeah.
It's so accessible. And I guess my whole point is to say like sports gambling is bigger than it's ever been. Yeah. Okay? So you would have to imagine these young guys, man, they're just getting involved.
Yeah.
They're getting involved. It's sad to see. I mean, we've seen it multiple times in the NFL now.
Yeah. Well, okay, so Chauncey Billups, Hall of Fame basketball player, known as making big clutch shots. I think he was like the 3rd pick in the draft back in the day. Coach of the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah.
Is accused of being involved in an illegal poker operation that is allegedly linked to organized crime. The investigation revealed that Billups and others used high-tech cheating technology to rig illegal poker games, swindling victims out of significant amounts of money, tied to the mafia. Anyway, going on and on. So it sounds like, you know, you're watching the World Series of Poker, and you see the guys in their sunglasses, you know, and they're all trying to cover their poker face.
Yeah.
It sounds like what's alleged is he's like, "Hey, Bob, do you want to meet these famous people? Come over. We'll do this little backdoor gambling, high stakes, and you're going to meet all these famous people and blah, blah, blah." And everybody at the table's in on it, but that Bob.
But that one guy. Yeah.
And everybody's got their, and you're just looking around going, "Oh, everybody's in sunglasses. What's going on?" Well, they're reading the cards, apparently, because you can see through them with these cards. And this poor Bob,
who's there to meet
people, and it sounds like, you know, Chauncey was, I don't know, allegedly getting people involved. And then you have the other side where you might have people betting on the
Terry
short.
Rozier
Yes.
is crazy.
And he's like, I just bet the short. I ain't going to shoot that many shots tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, my foot hurts.
Yeah.
It's bananas. And this has happened. I think that ESPN put a 30 for 30. It was back with an Arizona State player years ago. You got Donahue, the ref.
I mean, more than 30 defendants.
Yes. This is big
have
time.
been charged.
Yeah, this is and you're dealing with the mafia. So
this is also the NBA's second significant gamble scandal.
Yeah.
Right? This isn't like
it's happened more. Yeah.
This just happened in 2024.
And it is hard to you don't know how many times. I mean, so the I think the 30 for 30 what they did is stuff gets reported if you make over $10,000 bets to the IRS or whatever. So what they did was they had him rig the game, this player who is a main player trying to go, this is not this scandal, this is like 20 some years ago. So they would go and make bets of like $9,900 and they did to casinos all over. Yeah. And so one random game versus Oregon State versus Arizona State, and you get the betting lines, one game's really popular in the middle of the season, and they bet like over $3 million. They just went to casinos all over the place. So I don't know. I mean, you see this, you see some speculation, you see certain star treatment. Do you think this will hurt the NBA, or do you think people will talk themselves out of it? Like I saw Charles Barkley. Kenny Smith said there's people with gambling addictions and blah, blah, and Charles Barkley's like defending him. He's not saying what happened was right. He's saying that's wrong, but it's not about addicts. Sounds like an addict defending an addict.
Yeah.
But I know he has money he can spend. I don't know. But,
I mean, this the thing is like people who get defensive about this probably have some sort of issue that they're working through themselves.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I mean, I like Charles Barkley, but he got pretty defensive.
The only thing I could think maybe he was getting to is maybe he's saying this isn't about the addiction and maybe it's about the mafia situation that they're involved in.
Yeah.
Maybe Charles Barkley knows that the mafia is more involved in the NBA than we know of.
Yeah. Well,
and maybe that's what he's calling to, but unless that's the case, then I don't see what his real point is here.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean, I don't know. I don't know how you're not involved in a certain thing like this and there's not addiction, but then it makes you think of all these movies you watch and then you start going to these conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, did the mafia get to Chauncey Billups? And what would you do if they got to you and they said, your kid is in jeopardy?
Yeah.
I want to know who your lineup is and who's not playing because I'm going to do the under or whatever. And whether he did that, whether he didn't, I don't know. It makes you think. And it's going to make you question when you have calls that one guy gets like 20 free throws because he's getting touched Shay every time, and another guy is getting clobbered and he's not, not getting the calls. It just makes you... Lakers, I remember we played the... I wasn't a part of the team. But emotionally I was. But back when they played the Kings, and we beat the Kings in Game 6 in Sacramento. And I will say my team was on the beneficiary side of about 50 calls. And we were down 3-2 in that series. And there was a lot of people had a lot of questions. And I was grateful for the scam at that point. But do you think this will tarnish the NBA, or do you think there'll be enough people that'll quiet it up, cover it up?
Oh, they're going to move on for sure.
Yeah.
They don't care.
They're going to try.
This is the thing, is just like all big sports stuff, they will point the light towards what they want you to see.
Yeah. Stephen A. tried to make this political, which I was actually surprised because he's usually somewhat neutral. He does a good job.
This is the thing, is like for something like this is a serious issue. I mean, we got a friend who had some serious gambling addictions, right? Mm-hmm. And, addiction in itself is serious no matter what it is. But gambling addiction is pretty hardcore, okay? There's a high that you're kind of living for when you do it. Mm-hmm. And, it's a serious situation. And what the NBA could do is they could actually bring the light to this. Mm-hmm. And, they do a Black Lives Matter thing once a month or something like that. I mean, they have a month for it, and
that's a good idea.
Why not do something like that? Something like gambling addiction, but they're not going to. They're
going
to sweep it under the rug and they're going to turn the light off.
And this moment of our concern is brought to you by DraftKings.
Oh no!
Anyway, so I don't know. There's so much money tied up in all this.
Use our code.
Yeah, use
Good
our
Sports.
code. They'll help you with
30.
your addiction. If you
Good
have
Sports
spent
30,
$500,
and you get $100, and you get $100 on your first game.
Yeah, you spend $500, $100 goes towards counseling. So I think there's too much money, and they're going to try to sweep. They're going to get the room out.
All I'm saying is the NBA will choose to make importance of what they want to, but something like this, which is a true problem in the world for a lot of people.
Yes.
Okay.
It is. Yep.
They're just going to sweep it on the rug.
Yep.
And they could do something cool. Like they could do something.
Hopefully
where,
they do.
Let's say for one game throughout the whole NBA, they do a gambling addiction specific something.
Yeah.
They put on their jerseys or something.
Do you think they could cut some of this out with the under? Maybe this is a ridiculous thought, but if you don't have bets on the under, it's harder to rig something where you have to score over a certain amount of points.
Yeah.
It's easy to say, I can score less than 10. Yeah. All I have to do is not shoot after 9.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if they can do something like that. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Chauncey Billups. You got Damon Jones, you got Terry Rozier, and dozens of other people.
I'm not gonna get into the hippie voodoo, but there's too much money in gambling for them to ever fix it.
No, that's true.
Too much money.
That's true.
There's so much money in gambling.
Yeah.
They pay money to fix people's lives after they ruin them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. Well,
think about that.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep and scary.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna talk NFL here.
Yeah.
But I do want to mention just a bit. Because we weren't here last week, and I want to talk. The World Series is going on.
Yeah,
it's 1-1.
Yeah,
you got a really good.
Well,
series.
They played today.
No, they played last night. So Dodgers tied it up.
No, they played today.
No, they had a day off because they're going.
No,
to
I'm telling
LA.
you, I was watching the game today.
Well, we'll see.
LA Dodgers.
So right now in this series, Vladimir in the playoffs has been bananas.
Was I watching a rerun today?
You were watching a rerun. Yeah, Guerrero is lights out right now. Ohtani's ridiculous. Just to recap, what Ohtani did a few weeks ago in the playoffs.
Yeah,
was it the game clinching to go to the World Series? 6 scoreless innings as a pitcher is phenomenal.
Yeah,
10 strikeouts and 3 stinking home runs.
Yeah,
that's bananas.
Can I stand on my soapbox for a second about baseball real quick?
Go ahead.
Drew asked me the other day, and this is a pretty valid question, and he said, who do you want to win the World Series? And I said, you know what? As much as people don't want to hear this, I want the Dodgers to win.
Oh.
And this is my reasoning, okay? Everyone in the world, across the United States, Japan, across the world, okay, is so upset about the LA Dodgers being back in the World Series with a good chance to win it.
I think I know where you're going with this.
And they're all upset because the Dodgers have spent all this money for a baseball team. They're buying a championship. And if I am in your guys' shoes, and I'm going to talk to the fans out there, okay? Turn your hate and your anger towards the franchise that you love the most.
That's absolutely right.
Who has refused to spend the money to buy the players to win championships.
They still have the same
because
right.
you are angry that a team has invested and taken a chance on their own players to win.
Yep.
And you're saying they're angry about it. But who you should be angry about is the fact that the owner of your franchise is sitting in a $5.5 billion mansion at home, okay? And he doesn't want to spend a few more dollars to try and win World Series.
Yeah.
And let me just tell you, with the Mariners right now, I know that they don't make as much money as the other teams.
Yeah.
But if they don't take the success that they've had from this season,
they'll stay there.
Then they'll just stay there.
Yeah.
They'll just stay there. And if you're an owner of any other franchise in the league, take this opportunity to say, wow, the Dodgers are doing something really special here.
Yep.
But that's because they're trying. They're trying to win.
Yep.
Okay?
Absolutely.
So that's the reason. I feel good if the Dodgers win because I think it sends a message to the rest of the league. If you want to win championships, you're not just going to do it by sitting back and hoping that you get the right player. You're going to have to pay the money to play.
Yep.
That's it.
That's well said. Let me see here. I
just think a lot of fans' initial reaction is like, well, we can't afford that.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. If that was true, the Yankees and the Red Sox would have went bankrupt years ago, right?
Yeah.
How much money do the Yankees and the Red Sox spend on teams every single year? And they're not guaranteed to win a championship.
Oh my gosh. Check this out. I'm gonna just share you this.
Okay.
You make a good point. Do you know how many people let me see this. The Seattle Mariner tickets. How many people get in their stadium? 47,000.
Yeah.
47,000. That's more than I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
47,000.
I knew it was over 30.
Yeah. Okay. So 47,000 at, let's say, $300 a seat, which is dead cheap for an ALS. You're not getting into the ALS for it's $14 million for one game. So they're doing these playoff games. They're making more than that. Then you have concessions. Then you have merchandise. You have all the money. I mean, they're making huge money. So the Mariners spent, I think it was $169 million on their payroll this year.
No.
The Dodgers spent $350. That's the Mariners salary plus the Mariners salary.
Yeah.
Plus it was like another $30 million. So yeah, pony up some more money.
Yeah.
You got Cal Raleigh on the cheap. You need to sign your first baseman back. You got to do some things. I hope they do it.
Is Julio signed for a little bit too?
Yeah, Julio's a young player. He's with them for a while. But you have to. I was so discouraged in that game. It comes down to the bottom of or top of the ninth. Julio is up.
Yeah.
And Cal is on deck.
Yeah.
In a one-run game. And the pitcher actually throws what should have been ball 4.
Yep.
I totally don't blame Roderick. I get going for it. It was a slider that starts in and goes away, and it's hard to hold. But man, would you have liked to have seen Cal Raleigh up to win the game?
Up to win the game.
Or to go to the World Series, who already had a home run in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, Rodriguez was great it as well.
Listen, and this is the hard thing.
Man, it was so close.
This is what I said for Julio too. That is the hardest pitch to lose on too.
Yeah,
because you're going back, and all you're gonna think to yourself is, I never even had to throw it. I never even had to swing.
No,
because ultimately, like, if that pitch is straight down the strike zone, as a hitter, you're going, well, I had to swing anyways.
Yeah.
You're going, I might have missed, but I had to swing.
Right.
When it's a terrible ball, I mean, it almost hit the ground.
Yeah.
It almost hit the plate. Okay? And you swing at it, all you're going to be thinking about the whole entire ride home is...
And is that a great pitch by the pitcher? He had to bank on you swinging at a bad pitch. Because if he walks him, that pitcher could be the GOAT.
Yeah.
If he just doesn't swing.
I mean, I thought it was smart from the pitcher, in my opinion.
Because you know he's going to be aggressive.
Because you know he's going to be aggressive.
Because in that situation, you don't want to be a caught
If they don't have 2 outs there, I think it's different.
Yeah.
If they have 1 out there or 0 outs there, I think the pitcher's a fool for throwing a ball.
Yeah.
But with 2 outs,
it was so
I thought it was so smart to throw a ball there. I mean, I don't know that he did it on purpose.
The Mariners made it 1 game closer than they've ever been to the World Series.
Yeah, I mean,
they were ahead the whole
not only
game,
1 game closer, technically they made it a lot more than 1 game closer, because the most they've ever won was 2 games.
2, and they won 3.
And they won 3.
Yeah, so they won an extra game, and they were ahead in Game 7 for most of the game.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Mariners. Cal Raleigh's the MVP. I don't care what other people think.
I think it's disgusting if he doesn't get MVP.
He should get it for his defensive situation.
I think, but here's the deal: he could totally not.
Yes.
And all I'm gonna say is this reminds me. This reminds me of Saquon Barkley all over last year.
Okay.
I think it was obvious that Saquon should have won the MVP.
Yeah.
Yet he didn't get it
because he's not a quarter. Because he didn't throw the ball.
Because he doesn't throw the ball. So Saquon did something that was historic.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow did something, Josh Allen did something that we expect out of most quarterbacks this entire years. Okay. And somehow Saquon didn't get it. I don't know how that makes any sense. Now, Cal Raleigh has done something that we did not expect.
Yeah. No.
I'm just saying, I just think he deserves it. Yeah. Will I be surprised? Will I be surprised? No.
Okay, so I have a question. I say this, if you like what you see, please do hit the subscribe button, because we do appreciate that. But I'm struggling right now.
Okay.
In this World Series, I have some major struggles. One, I want to be patriotic, because you got Toronto and Canada.
Yep.
You got the Dodgers in America. I want to be patriotic and root for America.
Yeah. I
feel like rooting for Toronto is not patriotic.
No, we can't let those Canadians...
But I'm a San Francisco Giant fan, and we hate the Dodgers.
Can't let those Canadians win.
So what do you do? What do you do? I'm going to watch.
All I got to say is,
I'm wanting them
unless
both
you
to
want
lose.
our house prices to go up, Well, no matter what.
I hate them both. I want them both to do terrible. And I don't know. What do you do? What do you do when you're watching something and you're going to watch it and you want both teams to lose?
Yeah.
Because we've all been there. You're watching a football game.
This is what sucks.
And are you better? If you're the Mariners, if Toronto wins, and does that help you? Because then you're like, well, we lost to the team that won it, but then you were also ahead, and that means you maybe would have won the World Series. But if that team gets slaughtered, then you're like, well, maybe we wouldn't have won it.
Anyways.
So I don't know what's better.
Yeah,
sports is way too stinking emotional.
This is the thing for the MLB though. It's better that the Blue Jays win.
Yeah,
because first of all, you're going to get a spike in Canadian fans.
Yeah, you get international.
You get a spike in Canadian fans. And second of all, you're going to prove that you don't have to spend as much money as the Dodgers to win a championship.
They did spend, I think, I could be wrong, but I think it was like $240 million.
Yeah,
so they spent more than the Mariners, but not Dodger money.
Yeah.
So
it is good for the MLB that the Blue Jays win. Are they going to win? Absolutely not. There's no way they're going to go. There's no way they're going to be the
What
Dodgers.
do you think of Ohtani? Listen,
he's a freak of nature.
He's like
okay, hold up. Let me put it this way.
He's too
that Dodgers
crazy.
Team is so loaded that Ohtani pitches like fourth position or something like that.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Yes.
Ohtani's a once in a lifetime person. I mean, people like him just don't exist.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
And he pitches fourth in line.
He's pitching fourth. And they just came off a win from, I'm not even going to try to say it, but I'm just going to say Y squared because it's Y and Y. And he gave up one run a complete game.
Yeah.
And anyway, but to be a guy that's knocking on 60 home runs 2 years in a row, he pitches a game. He's Babe Ruth, but like the real, in current modern times, dominates. And he's going up to bat, and they're chanting because he didn't go to Toronto because they offered him a bunch. And they're like, we don't need you, and then he hits a home run. It was great in game 2. Anyway, classic. All right, so we'll keep an eye on the World Series. It's going to be an interesting week. Let's move to the NFL.
Okay.
The wacky tobacco NFL.
There's so many things I want to talk about.
I don't even know where to start because there's arguments for like 10 different teams that could be contenders based on their record, at least.
Yeah.
I don't think there's 10 contenders.
Yeah.
But there is some pretenders and there's contenders.
Yeah.
Things that are shocking to me. Now, you called the Colts. I don't think you called this much the Colts. And I called the Patriots. And I didn't really call this much the Patriots. But the Patriots are 6-2.
Yeah.
The Colts are 7-1, lead the league, which is bonanzas.
I think what's hard with the Patriots though is like they're playing really good. Let me put it this way: they're playing extremely good defense with a offense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to how the Texans won the first year C.J. Stroud was there. Yep. It was like C.J. Stroud's rookie year is like, their defense was very dominant, but the offense.
The defense is carrying it.
Yeah. Which is nothing necessarily wrong with that. No. I've seen, football teams have literally won championships with that.
And you have
Think
a
of the 2000 Ravens, right?
Yeah.
Okay, people have won.
The Bucks back in the day. Yeah.
Was that 2002?
Yeah, Seahawks. Well, Seahawks had Marshawn Lynch, but they were definitely defense driven.
Yeah. Anyways, all I'm saying, with the Patriots, it's a little bit more like, it's not as impressive maybe.
Yeah.
Now, you're right. You did call it. But they are winning with a strong defense, not having to score 100 points.
What do you think of Danny Dimes?
I don't know where they had him. Like, what did they do with him in New York?
I don't know. I want...
Which is crazy to think of.
I want to speak to his therapist.
Yeah, but...
I need him in my life.
What's crazy is the New York Giants believed in him. Because they did give him a big contract.
They did.
So they believed in him.
Yeah.
And there was wide receivers there that believed in him, too.
Yeah.
So I wonder what the deal was.
New York.
Was it Robert Saleh or not Robert Saleh?
It could,
oh gosh, what's his name?
You mean the coach there now?
Yeah. Gosh, why am I blanking right now?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
He seems really good.
Yeah, and Jackson Dart's playing really good.
Yeah. Yep. Brian Daboll. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I like Brian Daboll. He was with the Buffalo Bills for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. He's done a good job. I don't know. I think the New York media does that to a lot of people.
Hey, how crazy is it that the Pittsburgh Steelers lost tonight?
Oh, I got it.
And they're still in the lead by 1 in the AFC North.
I got a text of confidence from a friend that's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan tonight, and then they just laid an egg after that text. Never send your text too early.
Hey,
when
how
you're
about
cocky.
them Bengals?
The Bengals?
How about them Bengals?
They lost. Okay.
But Joe Flacco looks like he is the greatest quarterback of all time again.
Which team that is in this right now? I'll just do a couple. You got the Pats 6-2, Bills 5-2, Colts 7-1, Broncos 6-2, Eagles 6-2. You got Packers 5-1-1, Lions 5-2, Bucks 6-2.
I don't think you truly understand. You know Joe Flacco's 40 years old, right?
Oh yeah. Right now he's hurting, and he's wherever he's sitting, he's sore. So the fact that he got a rushing touchdown.
Most coaches in the league are younger than him.
Yes, that's true. Especially coordinators who he's working with. His coordinator's like, son, I understand. I understand. So who should be making trades? Who should be giving up draft capital
to go win one?
To have the opportunity? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm looking at this list, and you've got the Chiefs, and you've got obviously the NFC West. Most of them have good records.
No offense, but I don't
like who is a stud team. Usually, you're like
in the AFC.
Yeah,
the only team in the AFC that I'm saying drop everything you got to win a championship is maybe the Broncos or the Colts. Those are the only two teams in position.
So are you thinking the Colts, though, are going to fizzle out a little bit? Are they going to be Minnesota last year?
Well, I don't know. If I'm the Colts right now, and I'm the GM, and I'm sitting there and I'm going, if I have one weakness on that team, I'm feeling it. Because this might be your only chance.
Okay. So Jonathan Taylor. I got to talk
There's no guarantees that Jonathan Taylor will ever play this good again.
Yes.
And there's no guarantees that Daniel Jones will ever play this good again.
No. Jonathan Taylor. Well, they are fortunate they play the Titans a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But he was going for an NFL record today.
Yeah.
3 games in a row playing the same team of getting 3 rushing touchdowns. He did 2 times in a row. He gets a rushing touchdown today. He gets another rushing touchdown today. He's at the 20-yard line, and they snap the ball, and he gets the ball, and he runs it in for a touchdown. No flag, 3rd touch. That's an NFL record. Oh, wait a minute. Let's watch it. Because he released the ball in front of him, like a couple inches, and it came out of his hand forward, it's considered a pass, so he didn't get the NFL record. He got 3 touchdowns, but 2 rushing, 1 receiving, because the ball went from here in the air to right here, and it's called a pass. So he didn't get the record. If he would have reached just a little further...
Are we ruining the game?
That's terrible. He lost the record for it. Oh, my gosh. They actually said, congratulations, NFL record.
That's funny.
Wait a minute. Oh, there was separation.
Yeah.
So he didn't get it.
Yeah.
But he's been phenomenal. And I don't know. But
Listen.
Which team? If you were a GM, pick the team, you're a GM, and you'd say, I'm going to go get me a player. I'm a player away.
Well, let's just go through the AFC East. We'll start there. You got New England and Buffalo, who are the top of their division. New England, I don't think they're going to spend any more money.
I wouldn't.
I'd
be like, dude,
I'd say
we're
this
all
is
in.
good. I would say this is good. Let's keep working towards this next year, too.
Me too.
I don't think Drake May's ready.
No.
Now, if you're Buffalo Bills, if you got Josh Allen at quarterback, every year's a Super Bowl year.
Absolutely.
Every year's a Super Bowl year. If you can somehow make this team better, go for it.
Yep, I would too.
If I'm in the AFC North and I'm Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and Baltimore and Cleveland, I'm hoping that maybe I can just get a good draft pick. I don't know what these guys are doing. None of these guys look like real contenders.
Okay,
Pittsburgh looks like it's one Aaron Rodgers injury away from falling back to 500.
Trey Hendrickson's gone. They got to trade him.
Yeah.
He's only signed this year. He's not coming back. He's going to be a free agent. Why on earth would the Bengals not try
I don't know.
to get extra draft capital? I know you get a
The only thing they can do is
compensatory
franchise tag him
Yeah.
after this year.
Unless there was something in his contract that said he couldn't. I don't know.
Technically speaking, he could be franchise tagged 2 years in a row.
Yeah,
which
2
means
years in a row.
they could do. He basically's got a 3-year contract.
Yeah. Unless they did something with his 1-year deal
Listen,
that bypassed it, which I don't know.
In my opinion, the franchise tag needs to go away.
Yeah.
This is the problem. I understand why they do it,
Yeah.
but it never works out in either team's favor.
No,
the team or the player.
It actually just creates more animosity and problems in the locker room.
Look at Saquon. I mean,
no. I also think though they should not be able to re-sign a year early. I would
agree.
like them to have to wait until a certain period of time
Yeah.
because every team now, if it's a 4-year deal, it's really a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
And then they're going to hold out.
Yeah.
And it happens every time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. I'd wait. I'd give extra incentives for teams to re-sign their own players.
Yep.
So you encourage the draft.
Yep.
Okay, but you're one of these teams. Let's keep going in the
Okay.
AFC.
Indianapolis, AFC South.
Bills, your buyers.
Yep.
AFC North, nobody.
Nobody. They're
Nope.
sellers.
Okay.
If you're Baltimore, sell something.
Yeah.
AFC South, if you're the Colts, I'm buying.
Yeah.
I am buying.
You
if I'm the
haven't been
Colts.
in this position for a long time.
No.
So if you
I'm just
feel
saying, your stud on the Colts right now
Yeah.
is Jonathan Taylor.
Yep.
Running backs are never guaranteed to come
If you
back the
could
same.
go get a receiver or if you needed a
Yeah.
certain position play.
I mean,
yeah.
their tight end, their rookie tight end's a stud.
Man.
Let's say you got someone on
He
the
looks
defense that you need to fill a hole. I mean,
Yep.
maybe go to somewhere there.
Okay, so we got 2 buyers
Yep.
in the AFC.
Jacksonville seller.
What about the Broncos?
The Texans, what the heck's going on? Sell.
Hey, easy. They just beat my 49ers.
I know,
And to be honest,
but
they
the problem is the
fucked us.
Texans have a bunch of young guys
Oh, you
that are
sell.
awesome.
No, you got it. I would absolutely sell.
Yeah.
I would be looking at your guys that are coming up for contracts.
Yeah.
And you sell.
Yeah, because you got to keep Will Anderson. He's a stud.
He was awesome today.
And they paid a defensive end last year.
Yep.
What's his name? Daniil Hunter.
And they also have Al Shazier.
Yeah.
Their
I think Al
linebacker.
Shazier's a stud.
Yeah.
I love Al Shazier.
Yeah, they've got some players on defense. I definitely would too.
Yeah.
I would do draft capital and get CJ some help. He needs an offensive line. He needs help.
Yeah.
They're not.
And
gonna
his
go
running
anywhere.
back situation is obviously abysmal. You got Nick Chubb still
So
playing.
you have the West. Would you be a buyer if you're?
If I'm the Broncos, I'm paying money.
That's all I would do.
I think as far as the Chargers go,
Maybe
like,
something simple if you're
maybe.
the Chiefs or something. But the Chiefs are getting healthy,
yeah, they're actually taking. This is a good time for them.
and if you're the Raiders, sell.
Yeah.
So-
In fact, I already heard that the Raiders are. There's still rumors that Raiders are going to get rid of Max Crosby.
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
I don't think so. They just signed him to a big contract,
This is the problem.
and they have to carry all this dead cap
Yeah.
by trading him.
This is the problem. Is some people and GMs especially are going to look at the Raiders situation and go, "Well, you got so much value in a Max Crosby if you want to get rid of him." But as an owner, you still got to sell tickets, man. You
Get
still
the-
got to sell tickets.
Well, and in the NFL, it make it harder because they'll have to keep money on the books.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a problem. You'd have to find a player where another team has to keep their money on the books and give draft
Do you
capital.
want to hear something fantastic?
What's that?
We are 3 games up in the NFC East.
I know. Okay, so we're looking at you've got the Cowboys, the Commanders.
They
I think
lost!
We both did feel this way that the not that Jaden Daniels. I mean, he's been hurt.
Yes.
It's not that he's bad,
It's not these bad.
but he was. When you see a guy barely get fortune, a lot of times
he had a huge rookie year.
I think people elevated him higher. He's still good,
yeah.
but they elevated him. He kind of just CJ Strouded him a little
Yeah.
above what they should have. Okay, so
I sat here and I said, "Hey, guys, I don't know if you guys remember this, but we had a guy. His name was CJ Stroud.
yes,
He had a fantastic rookie year.
Yep.
Sophomore slump.
yep.
Let's not get over ourselves and say
You
that
need to see it for a few years.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to see it for a
Yep.
few. And he's hurt, and he's not bad, but you have the Commanders, the Cowboys, and the Giants, all with losing records. And then you have the champion Eagles at 6-2.
Hey.
Who,
Hey.
for the record, I'm just going to say this right now. I am so tired of people overreacting. I get sick and tired. I said this a few weeks ago. They if you lose 2 games in the next 5,
yeah.
oh, Sirianni's a terrible coach, lost the locker room. Barkley's done. You know, everything, Hurts doesn't know how to throw. He doesn't know which hand to throw with.
Yeah.
All they've got is a tush push. I mean, all they have is a ring, and they keep winning. That's what they have. And they need to, and if they lose, 31 other teams are going to lose. So it only one wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Eagles look good. Would you be a buyer if you're the Eagles, or if you don't have? Do you not feel like you have the holes where you need to be a buyer?
I think we do have maybe a hole or two.
Okay, is it in the cornerback? That
Well,
slot?
we got a lot of defensive ends right now that are on the injury reserve. They're going to come back.
Okay,
But
because
it wouldn't be
the
a bad
49ers
idea.
can't help you in that area.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe get an older guy. Like a Trey Hendrickson would be perfect for us. I don't think that's something we're going to go do.
Would you
Jermaine
trade...
Johnson, I actually heard for the Jets, is
the
maybe
Jets
available.
have a couple guys that...
And Jermaine Johnson I love
sellers.
because he's a younger guy. So then you're not just getting a rental.
Yeah.
You're getting someone that you're like, okay, I could sign them.
You're the GM. You and Howie
Roseman.
Okay, you guys are in a meeting, and he's like, Trent, I need to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles. We got a call from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And they have said, second round pick for Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
And Trey Hendrickson is willing to sign with you.
Yep.
For $25 million for the next 3 years, each year, which is way under what a D end would be. But he wants to play for a winner, so he's going to take a pay cut.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Maybe not Trey Hendrickson. The problem about Trey is he's so old.
You're concerned year 3 would be a problem.
Yeah, that's my concern. Like Jermaine Johnson.
Okay, 2 years, 50 million.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Because he had 17 sacks back to back, and they're not playing. Do you think they're not playing him because they're going to trade him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's gone. I think he would. Oh, if the Eagles got him.
Yeah.
Now Green Bay is still. They're looking like if they can get things going, they're 5-1-1. They have the highest winning percentage in the NFC. They played one less game. They look good. The Lions look good. The Bucks look good-ish. I would say the Bucks to me are a step below them. I know games have been. I'm just saying like a little step below them. I think they're really good, but they're hurt. You know, you got to get your pieces back. And then the NFC West has a bunch of good teams, but they're a step below too.
Where are you at with the Packers? I'm so confused.
Well,
I don't know if they're studs.
I don't know who's a stud in this league. I've not seen it where there's like, okay,
even like the Bucks are confusing.
Yes,
like Baker Mayfield, I feel like he's playing like an MVP.
Yes,
but also I feel like his team's struggled to win some easy games.
Yeah,
and then you have like Seattle leading the NFC West right now.
Seattle is up there. The Rams are up there. I don't know how the 49ers have won games at all.
49ers are 5-3.
And I'm going to tell you right now, you can hear me. The 49ers, I predict, even though we lost like 3 or 4 more players today, which is just mind-boggling.
Yeah,
we're now grocery store clerks are playing and getting hurt.
Have you ever heard the term,
Curse?
We should have taken him out back and just shot him when he was...
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's your guys' training staff.
But you know what? Yes. So I'm telling you, I think the 49ers will win the next 5 out of 7 games.
Yeah.
And with whatever we have, I think we're gonna go. Well, we'll probably lose to the Rams and a few others. I would not be a buyer if I'm the 49ers.
When do you get Brock Purdy back?
We don't know. The injury is so. They brought him back too early, and he couldn't push on it, and he was sailing passes. And they say this injury is one injury that is very likely to re-hurt yourself, and then you're worse. And there's 3 grades. And they could be like Joe Burrow's got the same thing, but his was graded a little bit. So they did the surgery. That's why he's out longer. So, if you don't take care of it, you could threaten your career. But he's wanting to come back.
This is turf toe?
Mm-hmm. It's a tendon in his turf toe. And they say...
this really seems like kind of a wussy injury. I'm just going to put that out there. I don't want to say that you're a wuss.
So Patrick Willis, one of the best linebackers of all time, when I found out he was going to retire because of turf toe, I'm like, you are a beast. Like, make a different injury up.
Yeah.
I heard a whole doctor talk about how
my MCL just never recovered.
Say your shattered bones in your ankle or your foot.
Yeah.
Just lie to me.
Yeah.
Don't say toe because it sounds like a hangnail. But I did hear a doctor talk about it, and they say you can't flex off it at all, and it's excruciating pain. And if you re-injure it, you could put your career in jeopardy. And so Deion Sanders retired for it. People retire.
It seems like in our world with genetics and painkillers that you could totally get away with just like putting a splint on it.
Yeah, take some Tylenol.
I mean, it's not like your one toe is flexing its whole foot, It does.
There's
sound like other toes. That's
why your
foot's in a shoe. You know that, right?
I think they should call it a foot injury. It would sound a lot better. Lower leg injury. But when they say like hangnail, You know,
don't know.
it sounds like
It seems soft.
It
It
does.
seems soft, dude.
It does.
Okay, actually, I did see a video of Patrick Willis this last week. Okay, about his Hall of Fame. Yeah. Okay, and I got a question.
Yeah.
I think there's two 52s that played linebacker,
Okay.
and I think in my generation, I've actually gotten to witness probably the two best linebackers of all time. And that's my opinion.
Okay.
That anybody else can say what they want. And I'm talking about middle linebackers.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like your Lawrence Taylors, who's like
Yeah.
an outside linebacker, defensive end
yeah.
hybrid, okay? Middle linebacker. I think Patrick Willis and Ray Lewis
Those are beasts.
are probably the two best of all time, in my
Yes.
opinion.
No, they're Ray.
Now-
yeah.
I got to ask you.
Yeah.
And you're a 49ers fan, so
Yeah.
this is going to be hard for you
I'll do
either
my
way.
best. I'll put my
If you had to pick,
yeah.
if you're going to go say, I'm going to get one linebacker or the other, which one are you taking?
Ray Lewis.
Okay.
Ray Lewis was now.
Now, I will say this. The one argument for Patrick Willis
yeah.
is I do think he was a better cover linebacker.
He was faster.
He was faster. And I think he covered
sideline to
passes
sideline.
better.
I think
But-
Ray Lewis, from the leadership standpoint, is
Yeah.
what set him apart. I
Yeah.
think he was one of the greatest leaders
Yeah.
ever.
And he was just an animal in the run.
And he
was an animal in the
He
run.
was psycho.
Yeah.
There was something that was the genetically
Yeah.
off that people were like, oh, I'm afraid of that guy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm afraid. Like, Patrick Willis was like really, really good.
You know?
But-
I would give up quite a bit to see Terrell Suggs, Ray Lewis, and Ed Reed play a football game again.
Oh, man.
Those guys were such a
They
combination.
had Saragusa. But yeah,
Oh,
Ed
such a
Reed
combination.
and Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Just those two.
Remember they had Haloti Nada? Oh,
Yeah, they
Haloti
did.
Nada.
Haloti-
Oh,
That team was
that
that
Ravens team
that defense was
was
nuts.
something.
That was you get a first down against them and you're like, whew.
That
cool.
was
We
that
don't
was.
have to punt
I'm
as
thinking
far.
specifically of the year they beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Sorry,
Yeah.
but that defensive team. Oh man,
Yeah.
so cool to watch.
Yeah, they had a couple. They had a couple dominating defensive years.
Yeah.
And Ray Lewis came back in that Super Bowl you're talking about. He actually came back. He had torn his bicep.
Yeah,
or
torn his
something,
bicep, and he
came
played
back.
in the Super Bowl.
He played in the Super Bowl.
So that was the same injury that Brandon Graham had.
Graham, yeah.
And he came back and played in the Super Bowl, and he
Yeah.
retore it in the Super Bowl. And did you hear Brandon Graham
He's
came out of
back.
retirement?
He's back.
He's back, baby! Oh my gosh! You know what's so funny is he was maybe on the practice field for 5 seconds and was talking smack again.
He's
I
back.
love that
He
guy.
kept the smack.
Listen, he is the world's greatest smack talker.
When you retire though, and you come back in mid-season like that, that has hamstring written all over it. I mean, I hope
Listen.
I don't want something bad to happen, but I'm sorry, that rocking chair, that gets really comfy really quick. And you can get on the treadmill all you want. But because I think that's probably what the 49ers
Lane
do, all their
Johnson,
players.
Lane Johnson said the first practice he was back. This is so funny. You're gonna love this. This is the first practice he's back. Brandon Graham's talking smack from across the field, and Lane looks over and he goes, "Why are you breathing so heavy, fatty?" because Brandon Graham is having to take breaks from talking smack because he's breathing so heavy.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
See, you can't
No.
make that stuff up.
No,
You can't make that stuff up.
guys' locker rooms, the way we
Yeah.
flatter each other with insults is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, players. Do you think Chris Olave will be on the move? If I was a Saints, I'd move
Oh
Olave.
yeah, move on.
Without a doubt.
Move him. Move him. Move
he
him,
is
move him.
one concussion away from cuckoo land.
Yeah.
Him and Tua need. They're one away from the nutty farm.
Yeah.
So he's had a good year this year. So I'd be trading him. So
Yep.
all right. Anything else you want to talk about? We good?
I don't know. There's
College?
so much going on right now.
Yeah. Anyway, we got. Who do you have? Dodgers, Toronto.
Dodgers.
I'm gonna pick Dodgers as well.
Okay.
All right. And who is right now the best team in the NFC? Who's the best team in the AFC right now?
Right now,
Right now.
Indianapolis Colts AFC and the Philadelphia Eagles NFC.
Pretty good.
I feel very strongly about
That's
that.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's a little bit of a homer pick if I had to not pick
That's
the Eagles.
okay.
If I had to not pick the
I
Eagles,
think you can.
I'd say the scariest team on any given Sunday is the Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers.
And I just say
I
that
think
because
Detroit at times can be scary too.
the problem is the Green Bay Packers, their defense is insanely good.
Micah Parsons is a big deal.
Their defense is insanely good, and their offense could beat anyone any day.
Yep.
I'm not saying they will.
No, but
I think their offense still has a lot to prove, but they just got Christian Watson back for the first game. Okay. And they have Josh Jacobs, who only gets better through the year.
All those teams you also mentioned can win a game defensively or win a game offensively.
Yeah.
They're not reliant on one side to do everything with some good special teams play. So, listen, it's okay to pick your team if they have a legitimate chance. This year, you're hearing me sing in different tune with my 49ers. Their record was good. I said it was fool's gold, not red and gold.
Hey, I don't want to say anything,
listen,
but the Chiefs haven't really done that great this year.
No,
and Cameron's not here.
No, but
what's going on with that?
They've been playing a little better lately, so we'll see.
They have
been playing better.
What's that about?
I think it might be the refs and the gambling. I don't know. Maybe there's something going on in the NFL. They're next, NFL. Watch out.
I saw this
high stakes poker.
I saw this thing this week, and it was like, what was the last Chiefs game? They blew a bunch of calls in the last Chiefs game.
Yeah.
And someone's like, the refs are back. The refs are back. Chiefs only win because the refs.
I can't see how many times I've seen memes where they go up and they
I do want to take a
them.
moment of silence. 3 seconds for Cam Scatterbo.
Oh, scat a leg the wrong way. Yeah.
I said on the podcast previously, and I feel bad about saying it now. I do.
It wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
It was not your fault.
Because I do really like Cam.
And he's good for the NFL.
If anyone watches this podcast, they know that when the draft was coming around, I had only great things to say about Cam Scatterbo. And I even said multiple times it was ridiculous that he went as late as he did.
Yeah.
If I was a GM, I would have taken him much sooner.
Yes.
But when you play that physical of a game of football,
you
are bound to break something.
Yeah.
And they always tell you, when you're not supposed to be playing at the next level, when you get injured all the time.
Yeah.
And it's because you're giving everything you got, each and every play, to do as much as somebody else is doing, not giving everything they got. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That was really too bad because that guy is a warrior.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Anyways, I heard he got rushed to the hospital, so I just wanted to bring that up, and hopefully he's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So
hopefully he will be. I know. And for fans, it's hard. New York is excited because they have some good things going on. They're like, hey, our running back situation's looking better. Our quarterback situation's looking better.
Yeah.
We're starting to like our coach. And so they see some good things, and it's hard to lose. I know when the 49ers lost Bosa, I was down.
Mm.
When we lost Warner, I was depressed.
Yeah.
It's
different.
Gosh, it's hard. I mean, every team's going to have some injuries. You hope that out of a 52-man roster, you didn't lose 50 of them.
Yeah.
But Scatterbo is one of those guys that you just hope he comes back and will recover. He's young, so he's got that going for him. But he ain't going to change the way he runs.
Yeah.
So
probably not.
All right, we'll see how the World Series ends up. I'm interested to see the gambling situation. I will say we'll talk more about the NBA. I will say Wemby is ridiculous in the NBA. His first game out, 40 points, 15 for 21 shooting, 15 rebounds. He's averaging 4 blocks a game, no turnovers in the first game. That guy he gained 30 pounds,
That's incredible.
Which means I think he's 45 pounds now. But he is the best defensive player in the league. There's a lot of things that we can be talking about. Hopefully we can talk about the play and great effort and not about gambling.
Yeah.
But
he actually, this is so incredible. He weighs 236 pounds.
236 pounds. That is not good if you're like 5'8" or something and you're like, oh man, I'm heavier than 7'6" guy. Maybe I need to say just 2 ding dongs instead of 3.
Yeah, but like for a 6'3" guy to be 225 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So he's a whole foot taller than that.
Yeah, but how many?
He's a foot taller than 3 inches.
Yeah, but how many guys that are like 5'7", 5'8", way more than Wemby, that are just walking around town? We see them, right? Maybe we're them.
Imagine you're 5'6". That means you're exactly 2 feet taller than Wemby.
Well, how does that do? You're sitting on the couch and you're like, Wemby, 7'6", 235, and you're like, crap. I'm 2 feet shorter and I weigh 15 pounds more.
But at that point, you just feel like if someone stretched you out, you would.
Would that make you go, maybe it's time? Maybe.
No.
Or does it just make you go right to the kitchen?
I had a moment the other day where I was walking to go grab something, and my knee popped from my MCL injury.
Oh.
And it does this every once in a while. It's rare, but it does
you don't
this.
take care of it. Yeah.
And I'm like instantly in pain. And I just fall and hit the ground. And Grace is laughing at me. And I'm like, maybe it's time. Okay. That's just part of the story. That's just part of the story, okay? And then today, Grace, we go to church this morning. Grace forgets like 5 things. So I'm going in and out of the house multiple times. We pull around and she's like, I forgot one last thing. Can you grab it? So I run in the house. I run up the stairs.
Yep.
I grab it. I run down the stairs.
That's your mistake.
What happens when I'm running down the stairs?
You
No, I can feel my boobies jiggle. Okay.
You're jiggling. Oh,
I can feel the jiggle.
It's not good.
And I told Grace, I don't think that's ever happened in my life.
Yeah.
Where I felt a jiggle.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not good.
And I said, I'm going to the gym on Monday.
Be glad it's not summer. Because when you add the jiggle with the sticky and the jiggle, it is a bad combination. So I like fall, winter.
Yeah.
It gives me time to get rid of the jiggle.
Yeah.
I to be honest with you, lately I've been adding during the fall and the early spring. It's not until early spring until I start losing it. But yeah, the sticky and the jiggle, they're problems. So.
Long story short, I'm gonna get back to the gym.
Yeah. So, but would you be sitting? I just want to know this. You're sitting there.
Yeah.
And you listen to Wimby.
Yeah.
Who's 2 feet taller than you.
Yeah.
And if you weighed the same, would that inspire you to maybe it's time?
No.
It wouldn't do anything.
No, because he's a beanpole. I mean.
Yeah, but 2 feet taller.
Yeah, but a strong wind would blow him over.
Yeah, but
a strong wind would blow that guy over.
So you're still fine and content dropping 250, 5'9", 5'10", no problem. 7'10" is heavier, is skinnier than you.
Listen,
I don't know. When I hear,
to be fair, it's about how you carry it, okay? Because I've seen 6 foot people.
If you're 250 and you're 5'8", you ain't carrying it.
I knew a kid that was 6 foot 230.
Yeah,
but he was yoked.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, I would like to be that yoked. Okay.
Yeah,
and I'm just saying, so it is possible to be
That's
shorter.
True. Yeah. I'm not really talking about the people with 7% body fat. I'm talking about like the 38% body fat.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the jigglers.
Yeah.
So no offense to you. I'm just serious. All right. We'll talk next week. We'll be back. I look forward to seeing who wins. Put comments in the section. Who do you think's the best team right now? Who do you have winning the World Series?
If you put the Cowboys, we're going to skip over that comment.
Yep. Next. Anyway, we'll see you next time.